Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos. The internet was already obsessed with Taylor Swift's reinvention, her record-shattering tours, her political awakening, and her ultra-private love life. But no one expected what would happen next, a series of bold, controversial bikini pictures that stunned even her most devoted fans and left tabloids gasping. The photos, taken during a luxury yacht getaway on the Amalfi Coast, weren't leaked or stolen. They were posted strategically, confidently, and shockingly by Taylor herself. The images captured more than just a pop icon in designer swimwear. They marked a moment, a turning point in how Taylor Swift, 34, controls her narrative, defies expectations, and dares the world to confront its outdated standards of modesty and fame. Her bikini wasn't just fashion, it was a symbol, a spark, a storm. For some, it was empowering. For others, it was too much, inappropriate, even shocking for adults, as headlines screamed. But to those who truly understand Taylor's evolution, these pictures are not just about skin. They're about freedom. They're about reclaiming the gaze that's haunted her since her teenage country star days. They're about controlling the camera after decades of being consumed by it. They're about an artist who's no longer playing by anyone's rules but her own. Wearing a bikini that blended sheer illusion fabric with high-cut sides and shimmering silver straps, Taylor didn't just pose, she declared. Her toned physique, glowing skin, and piercing gaze weren't about seduction. They were about strength. Every curve, every shadow, every unapologetic angle was curated with intention. And yet the world, especially the media, didn't know how to handle it. Was this Taylor being provocative? Was she sending a message to the paparazzi who've chased her for decades? Was this her response to critics who called her too vanilla, too polished, too safe? The answer: yes, yes, and absolutely. Because for Taylor Swift, every move is a message, every photo a lyric, every scandal a verse in a song only she gets to write. And so, when the images went viral, breaking Instagram records and trending worldwide, Taylor didn't issue a statement. She didn't defend herself. She didn't need to. The pictures spoke louder than any tweet ever could. The public's reaction was explosive. Fans praised her for owning her body, for shutting down shame, for being the feminist icon we need. But others clutched pearls, questioning the appropriateness of such revealing choices from someone who'd long been seen as a role model for young girls. And therein lies the brilliance of Taylor Swift. She challenges perception. She forces us to ask, why do we expect celebrities, especially women, to stay locked in time? Why must maturity be hidden, sensuality sanitized? Why is a bikini still scandalous in 2025? These questions, provoked by Taylor's now iconic photos, go far beyond fashion. They echo through generations, through media, through morality itself. And as millions zoomed in, screenshotted, commented, and reposted, what began as a personal photo moment quickly transformed into a pop-cultural lightning rod. Taylor Swift had once again hijacked the narrative on her terms. She didn't need a press tour or a new album rollout to get global attention, just a swimsuit, a sunlit deck, and a mind honed for storytelling in all forms. While the photos triggered polarizing opinions, no one could deny the power behind them. Tabloids couldn't print fast enough. Paparazzi scrambled to recreate the moment from distant angles. Fashion houses speculated which designer had crafted the minimalist, barely their swimwear masterpiece that managed to stir so much global conversation. But more than the fabric or the cut, it was the body inside that created headlines. Taylor Swift's physique, strong, lean, and confident, was a result of years of preparation, intense rehearsals, world tours, and emotional battles both public and private. Her body had danced through breakups, jumped across stages under blinding lights, endured toxic tabloid scrutiny, and held the pressure of being a generation's voice. And now, on a private yacht, she let it speak for itself. These weren't just photos, they were declarations. To critics, to patriarchy, to her younger self. I am not yours to shrink, censor, or mold, her posture seemed to say. I am mine. What followed was a flood of think pieces, morning talk shows dissecting her every move, and heated debates on online forums questioning whether she had gone too far. But even amid controversy, Taylor's fans stood fiercely by her, flooding platforms with hashtags like #SwiftStrong, #BodyPower, and #NoShameQueen. Influencers recreated the poses. Activists cited her as a symbol of body confidence. Suddenly, a bikini became more than swimwear, it became armor. For Taylor, it was never just about exposure. It was about evolution. For over a decade, she'd been told how to dress, how to sing, who to date, and how to behave. Now, as a woman fully in command of her story, she chose to rewrite the rules. These images were not about pandering to a male gaze or chasing shock value. They were about visibility on her own terms. She didn't flinch. She didn't apologize. She didn't even explain. Because real power doesn't need permission. The woman who once sang about teardrops on her guitar now stood radiating strength, sunlight bouncing off her toned shoulders, confidence wrapped around her like designer silk. And in doing so, she reminded the world that fame is not a cage, it's a microphone. And Taylor? She knows exactly how to use it. As the world watched, gossiped, applauded, and criticized, she remained serene, dignified, unbothered. And yet, her message echoed louder than ever. This is what freedom looks like. This is what ownership feels like. This is what being a woman in control of her body and story truly means in this generation. And we had no choice but to listen.